Imagine you're playing chess and every move ripples across your entire life. That's entrepreneurship. And if you can't see those ripples, you're already losing. Today, we're diving into systems thinking, the secret weapon of the 1%. And once you get this, you'll never look at life or business in the same way again. So let's cut the BS. This isn't about a get-rich-quick scheme or 24/7 grinding. It's about leveling up your entire mindset. Systems thinking is seeing the whole chessboard while others focus on a single piece. It's understanding that everything connects. Your body's a system. Focus only on biceps, ignore diet and sleep, and you'll fail. Business is exactly the same. Marketing, sales, product development, they're all in one system. You change one thing and it affects everything. So why should you care? Because this is going to be your superpower over everyone else. It's how you build empires, not just businesses. I'll break down the crucial aspects of systems thinking every aspiring entrepreneur needs. Please believe me, because this will change your game. You're probably wondering, who is this guy and why should I listen? Well, I made 6 figures before the age of 20 and now I've even made 7 figures also. I'm not special, I just learned to see the world differently and I'm about to show you how you can too. So let's dive in. The interconnected web. The first system thinking hack is understanding that everything in your business is connected. I mean everything. Your marketing, sales, product, customer support, it's all one big system. When I first started out, I thought I could cheap out on customer support. Big mistake. My refund rates went through the roof and my reputation took a hit and my sales plummeted. I didn't realize that bad support would affect sales, which would also affect marketing spend, which would also affect growth. And it's all one big interconnected web. Here's a real life example that I can give you is Netflix. They didn't just create a streaming platform, they understood the interconnected nature of content creation, user experience, and technology. By producing their own shows, they reduce licensing costs, increase user engagement, and gather data to inform future content decisions. It's all connected. And here's what I want you to do right now. Pause this video, grab a piece of paper, and draw out your business as a system. Show how each part connects to the others, and if you can't see the connections, you're missing something. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but Eros, my business is too simple for this. Bullshit. Even if you're just starting out, understanding these connections will give you a massive advantage. It's like playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. This is where systems thinking differs from component thinking. Most people focus on individual parts without seeing the whole picture. They're like a doctor treating a symptom without considering the entire body. But successful entrepreneurs, they see the entire web of connections. Think about it. Nature, the ultimate system, doesn't isolate its parts. The water cycle, food chains, even our bodies, everything is interconnected, and your business is no different. The second hack is breaking everything down into inputs, processes, and outputs. This is where the real magic happens. And in my agency, our input was ad spend, our process was our sales funnel, and of course our service. Our output was revenue and customer results. Simple, right? But here's where most people f up. They focus on just one part of the system. They're like, oh, I need to increase my ad spend, or I need to tweak my sales page, but they're not looking at the whole picture. When I started focusing on all 3 parts, my business exploded. And let me break it down further. Inputs are what you put into your business. Time, money, resources. Processes are how you transform those inputs, your strategies, systems, and operations. And outputs are your results, revenue, customer satisfaction, and market share. The key is to optimize all 3. So, for example, we didn't just increase our ad spend, which is our input, we also improved our sales funnel, which is our process. And off the back of that, we enhanced our agency services, which affected our output. It's this holistic approach that 10x our results. So here's your homework. Write down the inputs, processes, and outputs for your business. And then ask yourself, how can I improve each part of this system? And that's how you start thinking like a real entrepreneur. Understanding this input, process, output model is crucial because it forms the basic building blocks of any system. Just like how numbers and language are a building block for more complex systems in our world. This model is the foundation of your business's system. Now let's talk about feedback loops. This is where things get really interesting. A feedback loop is when the output of your system feeds back into the input, and it's like a snowball effect. In my business, when a client gets results, they tell their friends, and then those friends become new customers. And those new customers get results, and the cycle continues. But here's the catch. Feedback loops can also be negative. If your product sucks, people will leave bad reviews, and those bad reviews will scare away new customers. Fewer customers means less revenue, which means less money to improve your product. Your job is to identify these feedback loops and amplify the positive ones while minimizing the negative ones. It's not always easy, but it's critical. Let me give you a real world example. Amazon's review system is a perfect example of a feedback loop. Good reviews lead to more sales, which lead to more reviews. But they also use this feedback to improve their products and services, creating virtuous cycle of improvement. In my business, we implemented a system where successful clients could become affiliates. This created a powerful positive feedback loop. More success stories led to more students, which led to more success stories, and it's like a perpetual motion machine for business growth. So here's the thing, systems are always trying to balance themselves. Positive feedback loops amplify changes, while negative ones counteract them. The key is understanding how to use both to your advantage. In nature, we see this all the time. Think about how your body maintains its temperature. If you get too hot, you sweat to cool down. And if you're too cold, you shiver to warm up. Your business needs similar self-regulating mechanisms. The fourth hack is all about environmental awareness. And no, I'm not talking about saving the planet or saving the turtles here. I'm talking about understanding the external factors that affect your business. The market conditions, the competition, the economy, all this stuff matters. When I started my agency, I was killing it. But then seemingly out of nowhere, my ad costs skyrocketed. And what happened? Facebook changed their algorithm. That's an environmental factor that I hadn't considered. The lesson? You need to be aware of your business environment. You need to anticipate changes and adapt quickly. That's what separates the winners from the losers in this game. Look at Blockbuster versus Netflix. Blockbuster failed to adapt to the changing environment of the video streaming world, and Netflix, on the other hand, saw the shift coming and completely reinvented their business model. That's environmental awareness in action. And in my business, we now have a dedicated team that monitors industry trends, technological advancements, and competitor moves. We use this information to make proactive decisions rather than reactive ones. Hack number 5 is all about embracing emergence. This one's a bit more abstract, but stick with me here. Emergence is when complex patterns arise from simple rules. It's the opposite of trying to control everything. And let me tell you, it's powerful as fuck. In my business, I used to try to micromanage everything. I had strict rules for everything, but you know what? It was stifling creativity and innovation. So I made a change. I get some basic guidelines and let my team figure out the rest. The results? Mind-blowing. We came up with ideas and solutions I never would have thought of on my own. Think about it like this. Ant colonies don't have a central planner telling every ant what to do. Instead, they have simple rules that, when followed by all ants, create incredibly complex and efficient systems. In business terms, look at companies like Google or Spotify. They give their employees significant autonomy within a framework of core principles. This leads to innovation like Gmail or Spotify's Discovery Weekly, things that probably wouldn't have emerged in top-down, micromanaged environments. So here's your challenge. Identify one area of your business where you're being too controlling. Loosen up those reins a bit, set some basic rules, and let emergence do its thing. Trust me, you'll be surprised by the results. This concept of emergence is why systems thinking is so powerful for problem solving. Instead of trying to control every detail, you set up the right conditions and let solutions emerge organically. The 6th hack is understanding the ripple effect. This goes back to the idea that everything is connected, but it takes a step further. Every decision you make in your business has consequences beyond the immediate result. When I decided to invest more in customer support, it didn't just reduce refunds, it improved our reputation, which led to more word of mouth referrals, which increased our customer lifetime value. Here's a practical tip. Before making any major decision in your business, ask yourself, what are the second and third order consequences of this decision? This kind of thinking will put you light years ahead of your competition. Let's look at a big scale example. When Amazon decided to offer free shipping, it wasn't just about making customers happy. It led to increased order sizes to meet free shipping thresholds, which improved their economies of scale, which allowed them to lower prices further, which attracted more customers. That's the ripple effect in action. In my business or in the agency world, we applied this thinking to our content strategy. We didn't just create content to attract customers, we created content that would attract high quality leads who would become successful clients who would then become case studies and affiliates, further fueling our growth. Always think 3 steps ahead. Understanding the ripple effect means recognizing that systems operate at different levels. There are systems within systems. Your marketing strategy is a system within your overall business's system, which itself operates within a larger economic and social system. The final hack is what I call holistic optimization. Most people try to optimize individual parts of their business in isolation, but that's not how systems work. Instead, you need to optimize the system as a whole. Sometimes this means accepting suboptimal performance in one area to improve the overall results. For example, I could probably increase my sales within my agency by lowering our price, but that would attract lower quality clients, which would lead to worse results, which would hurt our reputation in the long run. By optimizing for the whole system, we maintain a premium price, attract serious clients, and build a stronger brand. Apple is the master of this. They could make cheaper phones to increase market share, but they optimize for the entire ecosystem: hardware, software, and services. This holistic approach has made them one of the most valuable companies in the world. In your business, look for these optimization trade-offs. Maybe you need to spend more time on product development, even if it means slower growth in the short term. Or perhaps you need to fire a high-performing but toxic employee to improve overall team performance. Always optimize for the whole, not the parts. Alright, so there is the 7 system thinking hacks that revolutionized my business. And now I know this is a lot to take in, and you might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be thinking, Eris, this is too complex. I can't do this. But here's the thing, you can, and you must if you want to succeed in today's business world. Start small, pick one of these hacks and apply it in your business this week. Then move on to the next one. Remember, success leaves clues. The most successful people in any field, be it in business, science, or arts, are system thinkers. They see patterns and connections that others miss. It's time for you to join their ranks. And hey, we've only scratched the surface here. In another video, I'll dive deeper into how system thinking applies to everything around us, from nature to society, and we'll explore how understanding these principles can help you solve complex problems in any area of your life. So if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And hey, drop a comment below letting me know which of these hacks you're going to implement first. Until next time, keep grinding, keep growing, and never stop thinking in systems. Peace.